Alright guys, it has come to my attention, first off, welcome back to the channel. It's come to my attention that I haven't made a video for a while. Thanks to a couple buddies of mine, even though they live in Kentucky, I don't really know why I put any value on what they say. But, that's neither here nor there. Besides, it's Louisville. Haven't had a whole lot to talk about. You know, not much has been going on. Even in a down market like this right now, you gotta make sure that you keep your truck maintained. And you gotta check this out real quick. We're not even that far away from the truck. Look at that, he's just right there. Hey buddy. Ha, that's cool. Anyway, you really want to make sure your truck is maintained, even in a market that's crap, you know? If you're gonna be driving your truck, if you're gonna be doing anything, you want to make sure your truck is maintained for those good loads that you find, you know? So I gotta go get new steer tires for my truck. I found some bad wear along here. So we're gonna do just that. Look at that. Who knew you'd get wildlife on this channel? Cool. So anyways, we're gonna do just that, and I'm gonna replace both steers. Just so we're safe, you know? Now always, whenever you replace a steer tire, you always want to replace them in pairs. Saves you money in the long run. And you know, just makes sense. That way they're both balanced, that way they both have even wear. But anyway, yeah, I found some bad wear on there, and you know, I just had this whole front end rebuilt within the last 50,000 miles, and the alignment already seems to be out of whack. So I think that's what kind of did it. But these tires, Firestones, have about 150 to 160,000 miles on them, which is not bad for steers. So they've lived a long, prosperous life, so I figure it's time to go ahead and just get new ones at that first sign of uneven wear. So we're gonna go do that this morning, and we're gonna get a 3-axle alignment as well. Alright guys, ready to go. Just got down here at my 30-minute break at the service plaza, gonna get back on the road. Alright guys, I've made it to my stop for the day. We're in Mount Eagle, right? Yeah, Mount Eagle. No, Don Eagle. Here in Pennsylvania off the turnpike at the Sheets. Yeah, this is a gorgeous view. I mean, kind of feels like you're camping when you're out here, when you got the view like this. Right behind you, you know, right behind the trucks. It's definitely pretty here. But yeah, so like I said, like I started the video off with, maintain your truck, guys. I know it's tough to do in a market like this right now, especially if you're just off the spot market. It's tough to want to spend money on your truck, but it's worth it. It pays for itself in the long run. That's new steer tires. Yep. Much better. Got the truck aligned. Yeah, those tires, as you could see at that video, the steer tires, and I showed you on the opening of the video, those steer tires were not, like, you know, at first glance, those tires don't look bad. You know, it's like, why would you go out and buy new tires when those tires still seemingly had so much good tread life left? And you're right. You know, like I said, at first glance, you're absolutely right. It seems like it would have been a waste of money, but it really wasn't. I started getting a little bit of a shake on the steering wheel, and I was looking for flat spots on the steers, and I couldn't find any for the longest time. And finally I found some flat spotting on both steers, on the outer edge, on like the outer lug row on the passenger side, and on the exact same, but on the inner lug row on the driver's side. So, you know, I decided to go ahead and have it aligned also. And I bought new shocks, which they should be here soon. I'll put those on. But, so I went, you know, I called my shop that I used to go to a lot. I haven't been there for a while, but called Keith's, because they always have the tire I like in stock. They've got the Firestone steer tire, 16 ply, and I love these tires, man. Absolutely love them. So called them up to see, you know, it was the day before. And, you know, again, this is why I like that shop. Yeah, like I said, they've made mistakes here and there, but they've always made right by them, you know. But I've been going there so long, they all know who I am, I know who they are, and it's nice. And I called him up, spoke to Nick, and I'm like, hey Nick, I'm like, I know this is really short notice, but my truck's starting to drive me crazy. I said, it's pulling to the right. I got a shimmy in the steering wheel, some very minor but flat spotting on my steers. I said, I'm really getting, you know, annoyed by it and whatnot. And I said, I said, is there any way if tomorrow afternoon you guys can fit me in, even if I don't get there till noon, can you fit me in for a 3-axle alignment and new steers? Without skipping a beat, Nick was like, yeah, man, bring it in. We'll do it for you. So, you know, it's kind of like being welcomed back home, you know what I mean? As cheesy as that is, but it's a good feeling to know you have a shop like that. Not saying that they always do that, but, you know, and it's nothing special for me, but it's just nice to know there's a shop like that. I ended up getting there by 9:30, and they had me in the shop by 10:30, and got new steers and the alignment done. And I'm telling you what, guys, this truck's like a new truck again, man. It drives beautifully down the road. Hasn't driven this well and I don't know how long. Effectively, you know, I put all new drive tires on it about I don't know, a month ago. All new drive tires. Now it's got the steer tires on there. I'm going to do new brake pads here soon because it's disc brakes, so brake pads. But me and a friend of mine that works here with me at Red Eye, we're going to do that ourselves. He's got the I think it's a Milwaukee, I forget the brand, but it's one of the electric high torque lug nut impact wrenches for these trucks. He's got one, so we're gonna do all that ourselves, take the wheels off, jack it up, do the pads. But you really want to keep, like I said, even in a down market, you want to keep your truck maintained, because the truck, regardless of the market, if you're still driving the truck, that is your lifeline out here. You really want to make sure that everything on that truck is you know, comes first over everything. You know, like I said, so make sure everything's good to go. And on these, we're now in these extremely hot days, as you can tell, I'm squinting in the sun. These really hot days in the summertime, you want to make sure that your tires are good. You don't want to have a blowout, you know, with, you know, of course, a lot has to do with the air pressure itself. You want to check that regularly. But also, too, if the tires start to get too thin, you know, the air pressure in these tires on these hot roads will expand vastly and blow out, you know. So you just want to make sure you got some good rubber on there. Most important thing right there, good rubber in many facets of life. Men, just want to keep these trucks maintained, guys. That's all there is to it. Trailer has good tire on them. Of course, they're recaps, but of course the trailer tire, they are not my responsibility, but they're good. I'm pretty happy that the company that leases these trailers, I'm glad that they went ahead and took the initiative and had several trailers recapped. So although I'm not a fan of recaps, these are high quality recaps as far as recaps go, so that's better than nothing. Yeah, so we're good. You know, and I also changed the fuel filters on the truck. Ordered me some new fog lights, because that one, I got some better fog lights. Hopefully they don't break after the first day again. What else did I order? Oh yeah, ordered new air filter, new cabin air filter, new shocks, a new DEF, not DPF, a DEF filter. That's something right there too, guys. A lot of people overlook on these trucks, these emission trucks. They're very easy to overlook, but the DEF filter, it's a very small filter right there by your DEF tank on the driver's side. Very easy to forget about. So ordered one of those. They're expensive too. My God, are those little tiny filters expensive. But ordered one of those for it. What else here? I think that's about it right now that I have ordered for it. Oh, and also here recently I just replaced outlet knocks. You know, I had the inlet knock sensor replaced under warranty because it still had 2 weeks of warranty left on the truck. So thankfully the inlet knock sensor was warranted, but of course shortly after that, which the whole reason I didn't do it then was because they're not going to replace a good knock sensor under warranty anyway. But shortly after the warranty went out, my outlet knock sensor went out. So I went to the dealership, and the problem with PACCAR, things like knock sensors, they're pretty proprietary. You're not going to find, you might find some aftermarket knock sensors, but if you read the reviews, they're junk. They don't actually, like, the computer won't even read them, even though they say they're for that year PACCAR and that they match up with the part number for the you know, OEM PACCAR part. They don't work. They're junk, you know. So you got to go ahead and fork out what was around $900, but then $170 or $160 core came off of that with the old part turned in. So all in all, it was about $760, $750 with tax is what I paid for the outlet knock sensor. It's super easy part to change. I will throw this tip out there though, that you know, make sure you spray that knock sensor where it inserts into the exhaust. Spray that down with some PV blaster before you do it. You know, I parked my truck on Friday, and I was gonna put the part in on Monday, so I doused that sensor with some PV blaster, and I think that's the only reason that it came out so easy, because you hear a lot of people bitch about how hard they are to take out because of all those heat cycles that they go through. You know, cold, hot, and they can be tricky to back out of the exhaust. But I put a 22 millimeter wrench on there, and with a good little hit with the palm of my hand, came loose right away. So put the new one in, simple as that. Just like I said, I mean, if I had the new part there with me, which I didn't because I wanted to take the old one out so I could take it in for the core, but if I had the new part with me, it would have been a 20-minute job. Take the old one out, put the new one in. You know, to make it easier for me to climb under there, I took the fairing off the passenger side. So yeah, you know, that adds about 10 minutes or so. 5-10 minutes, something like that. But easy work, easy peasy. Again, that was a $740 part, $750, whatever, after the core. That would have easily been $1,000 with the labor. I don't know what they would have charged for it for labor. This probably got a 2-hour labor window on there. I wouldn't be surprised. But we're good. We got it all ourselves. Like I said, I'm going to start buying some tools specifically for the truck. I'm going to buy a 20-ton bottleneck jack, a big old oil pan to drain the oil into with the pumps to pump it out into 5-gallon buckets to take it to the parts store to get rid of it. Things like that. I'm going to start doing some of my own maintenance on the truck. I enjoy it, and it's just, you know, times like these, man, you got to really cut costs, and that's where you can cut costs, is if you're able to do your own maintenance. It's beneficial to bite the bullet and buy those tools you need. I mean, really, you know, I'll buy the tools and I'll have about as much into the tools as I will one oil change if I took it somewhere. So, you know, you buy the tools, spend that money one time, and then it's a fraction of the cost every time after that. So it's a big savings. So anyways, I'm gonna get off here, guys. I'm on my 10-hour break, and I'm gonna go inside here and make some dinner. Oh yeah. We're gonna make some dinner and chill out. It's about 93 degrees out here right now. I lost a hubcap too. I don't know where that went. But yeah, we're gonna make some dinner and relax, and maybe edit the video, and about it really. Yeah. Oh yeah, I ordered some new air valve, or air tractor and trailer air valve knobs, air brake knobs. Got those coming in too. Just kind of spruce up the interior. I'm kind of tired of looking at this mustard and ketchup on the dashboard, you know. So I got some like wood knobs with like brushed aluminum tips. So yep. All right, guys. Like, it's been a while. I know I've had people asking me, you know, or saying, you know, mentioning that it's been a while since I've made a video. So this isn't much of one, but it's an update. It's an update. We're all still hanging in over here, and we're rolling down the road. So living the dream, baby. Living the dream, I guess is what they say, right? But y'all have a good one out there and stay safe. Keep surviving to thrive. And we will talk at you guys in another video. Hopefully it won't be as far from this one as the last one. I don't know. We'll see you guys.